Granite Bruchstein. Huh, looks like someone forgot a localization file. Hello there, welcome back to Vintage Story. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Well, I'm waiting for my airship to refuel, since I've spent many hours out searching for sulfur and have come up empty so far. How about we do something different for a little bit? Last episode was recommended to me by, I'm going to assume it's pronounced Joe Mega. He recommended the Foundry Mod, so I've added it. And you can make either a small or normal sized foundry. And what it does is the small will make 12 and the large will make 24 ingots at once. It takes 2 metal parts, any plate, and then 6 fire clay. So let's make one. We've got the fire clay there. I might have a cheap plate I can use, tin bronze. That's cheap enough. I've got plenty if I want more. And we need 2 metal parts. Metal parts are a little more difficult to come by because I have to go, dive into ruins to get them, but we have a nice little supply here, so it's not a big deal. So if we do this, yeah, that makes the metal foundry. And what this does is this is a 1-block item that will allow you to cast out 24 ingots. So I do not need all of these molds. However, you must fill it with 24 at a time. If you don't fill it with 24, well, you only need to do it at a time. But you can't get any ingots out until you've done a full 24. So what I'm going to do with the rest of these, I'm just going to pick them up and throw them into one of my storage slots or inventories. I don't need all of them sitting around. And I don't feel bad about using that because I've gone through the process of making all these molds. We've made it. It's not like we're circumventing a resource grind to get to it. So we've got 25 ingots worth of copper in there. It's going to take about 10 coal to get this done. Going to relight this. And when they are done melting, which is going to take a fair bit of time, we can pour them all into here. And then, like I said, get 24 ingots at once. We do have 48 at the moment. We need 209 just for the copper armor, which I have not yet even started on. Huh. All these are covered in snow now because I haven't put a roof on. Oh, actually, talking about a roof. What I was thinking I'm going to do, if I can get up here, is we're going to have... I'm going to make the clay shingle half slab... slabs, not half slabs. Slab implies half to begin with. The clay shingle slabs and full blocks, and I think I'm going to try to spread it out. So instead of a slab is 8 voxels tall, whereas a full block is 16 voxels tall. So I might do 4 voxels, 8 voxels, sorry, 4, yeah, 8, 12, and then the full 16. And so the roof will be slanted at a 4:1 ratio. Now I'll do that here, and then this last block I'll just make sure it's an extra 4 tall. But that way we'll have a roof that slowly slants up to there, and I'll just raise up this back wall here. That way we have a nice slanted roof. She'll look interesting at the very least. And it won't be, just another pointed roof. Can go for a little variation. So that's the plan with that. But as soon as we're done with these ingots, we're going to go back out because this should have plenty of time to recharge. Yeah, it's up to 71%. I've already made 4 batches of pellets today. And each pellet is 30 seconds? if that's the case, that's over 2 hours worth of flying that I've done already. And yeah, like I said, we've come up empty-handed. So we're gonna wait for this copper to finish. We'll cast it out. I'll of course show you that, and then we'll go out again exploring. It took 19 charcoal to melt down these 25 ingots worth of copper. It's a lot of charcoal. I could have used some of the black coal I collected. There's a large black coal mine back where the bauxite is. Doesn't burn as hot, but it burns twice as long, so might do that next time. Save the charcoal for some other stuff. Any moment now. There we go. And of course, I will include the link to this mod in the description if you want to try it out yourself. Yeah, so we can pour all 24 of the 25 ingots worth of copper into here. It still has to cool. It will take, hopefully it takes longer to cool in this than it does in the molds because it's a lot more metal. If not, we'll see. There we go. And then let's put the last one in there because I still need a bunch of lamellae. Okay, about 4 degrees every second. It's gonna take a while. That's not a bad thing. What about this? There, the lamellae might be cooling faster. If so, not by much. Yeah, they look to be cooling at the same rate. Okay, that's good to know. So we're gonna let that cool. We still have plenty of copper to process through. I'm gonna be spending a long time making armor, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go sleep through the night. Get up just a little bit early when it's still dark out, maybe 5-ish. Load up the airship and then head south again and look for sulfur. Yeah, get up here. 5:24, so it's not exactly early. I mean, it's not exactly, you know what? I don't know what I was thinking there. It's early, so it's not yet really light out. But, we can travel at, while it's still dark. Oh, they're all done. There we go. I like the new animations, but it is very annoying trying to fly this ship when my character keeps putting his hand up in front of his face. So we are heading all the way down where the bauxite is, all the way down here. There's actually a nice meteor somewhere over here, right there. I was clearing it out, but I was getting too cold, so I headed back. And I'm just going to be searching this area here, over here. I was searching over here, I didn't see anything. And just looking for sulfur. If we can find it, it'll make our life infinitely easier because we can go blasting more ore. If we can't find it, it's a bit of a shame. I'll just go mine the old-fashioned way. Meanwhile, while I'm traveling, I've actually got a clip from earlier. I found a pretty cool ruin. And we're going to go check that out. Well, hunt for sulfur is still going on, but I found this ruin. And it's like the ruin we found in the middle of the lake quite a few episodes back. A bunch of brown coal there. Noble pants, alright. And yeah, now I can actually explore it on the surface instead of having to pelts. Metal parts instead of having to dive to try to find what's going on. Still got drifters and rusty gears. We want those. I went and spent a couple rusty gears because I found the last of the tapestry I was missing. The well, one of them at least. I just remembered, I'm not wearing armor. There we go. But yeah, there's a underground cave system. There's a spawner. That's where they're all coming from. Got it. That was the dead one. Now if I start breaking that, it's going to spawn again. I can break this one. Maybe? Maybe? Hurry up. Nope. Ran out of time. Dang it. Okay, well, now I'm hurt bad enough, I have to leave. But we're going to come back here. I already marked on the map. So we have this nice ruin. It's got some stuff underground. We can explore. Oh, I'm missing so many arrows. I guess I'm going to have to go make more arrows. But yeah, still no luck finding sulfur. But what I did learn was that sulfur can spawn nuggets on the surface, just like copper does, just like a lot of other stuff. So if you look in the right areas, you can maybe find the nuggets. I want to see if I can't find some of the arrows I'm missing. The nuggets spawn, the sulfur nuggets spawn on the surface. So if I keep an eye out for nuggets, which thankfully don't get covered in snow. So go out to one of the rock stratas where you can find sulfur. This is not one of them. And should be easy enough to try to find them. Problem was, it was freezing last night in game. It was reached, it's not much warmer right now, but it reached negative 24. So like the minute I got out of my airship, I started freezing. Ooh, free lantern. Okay, yeah, we're gonna come back and loot this thing later. I'm gonna go look for more sulfur. Because then we can go blasting for more copper and other stuff. But there's way down there. And if we go... There was a ladder somewhere going down. Right here. That ladder goes down to the exact same spot that the... Well, not the exact same spot, but you get the idea. It's the same area. Bunch of fire clay. Alright, but now I am cold. I'm starting to shake. So let's get out of here. And I didn't get any of my arrows back. No sulfur yet, but look at this view. I have seen videos of people who will base jump off of mountains in the Alps. And they'll use those glide suits and then a parachute as they come down. Yeah, this is the exact thing I would do with our glider, except getting up there again, because I'm going to want to park the airship up there. Getting back up there would not be easy, but it looks awesome. And there's a ton of quartz in these hills too. Oh, and copper. You know what I could do? If I go all the way up to the top, go up a little bit higher. I want to get high enough that if I jump, I can glide that way first. Okay, so this is going to be kind of foolish. Why does it bother me that that's the second time I've used that phrase in 2 episodes? Okay. So we're going to go up here. I'm going to jump out and glide towards the mountains over there. Congratulations, I got pancaked. What I was going to do was fly over here and then be able to base jump off and get back to my airship that'll now be landed down there. Well, I'm gonna wait till the morning, grab my raft that's in front of my barn, and raft my way back over there. Thankfully, there's a river nearby, though I don't know if I can go up the river because these rivers from the river mod do have a current, and they push towards the ocean usually. So, might not be able to get up the river, but I can at least get to the mouth of the river, get to my airship, and get to my stuff. But like I said, I'm going to have to wait till the morning because it's going to be dark and cold soon. I should probably stop doing foolish things like that, shouldn't I? And we're almost back at our airship, which is a good thing it landed down here, because getting up to our stuff should be much easier if I press the correct button. Now it is rather high up, but the stuff takes about 10 minutes to despawn, and we haven't been in render range for all that long, so we should be perfectly fine to get all of our stuff back. Yeah, I'm not worried. This should be pretty easy. And then we'll head back down, and we're not gonna glide this time. We're gonna just fly down in the airship, and we'll look around. Let's see, here's the glaciers I smacked my head against. And there's my stuff. Okay. 2 picks, my falcons, my bow, my knife, arrows, pick, prospector's pick. Right? Yeah, I'm missing my prospector's pick. I mean, if we lose it, it's not that big of a deal. It was a meteoric iron one and was getting a little low on durability. Unless I put it in the airship. Did I put it in the airship and not realize I did? No. Oh well, looks like we lost our prospector's pick. No, wait. Spoke too soon. Okay, we got everything back. Good. I am happy about that. No long-term consequences to our foolish decisions. But I did see another trader, so I'm going to head over there and I'm going to explore this valley once it's daytime and look for there's the trader and look to see if there's any sulfur over here. You know, I was thinking next episode it's going to be 1 year of vintage stories, so I think I'm going to do a lot of building, but after that I think we're going to get started on the next project, and that's going to be making the Joys of Sailing boat and starting to make our canal connecting our house to the ocean. That way I can go explore nice and easy. Of course, there's a rift right next to the trader's hut. Alright, well, we'll come back later. Okay, I literally just landed, hopped out of my airship, prospected, and I found a trace amount of sulfur. So, we're in the right area. Does this say... Okay, it does actually show sulfur on the density search also. That's good to know. But I hit a... I mined this block here and it said trace. So let's grab this. And I want to go 6 blocks in this direction, I think. And go back to node and let's see what we get this time. Medium. Okay, so we're heading in the correct direction to find the sulfur. Sulfur's still medium. So let's go here and go this way by 6. Sulfur, very large. Okay, we're getting closer. Now, I don't know how deep it is, though. Large. Okay. So, go here. And let's dig down a little bit. Found it. Nice. And, do that so they can't bother me. There we go. We found sulfur. So now I can just mine up a whole ton of this stuff. And we could look at making more blasting powder, which will make mining in the future more fun. Well, I exhausted that supply and it only gave me 116 or so sulfur, but each becomes 2 powder. And you need 2 powder plus 4 saltpeter plus 1 black coal to make 6 powder, and you need 4, so 1 piece, okay, no, 2 pieces makes 3 crafts of these. Each craft gives you 8, so you really don't need all that many. In the meantime, we can just fly up this river a little bit. There's another river there. That river goes that way and this river goes this way. So we've got 2... Well, no, that makes sense because this river's heading that way towards probably a different part of the ocean. But yeah, I do love this terrain. Looks awesome. But we are going to have to come back here in the future. The area where I was digging up the sulfur also had alum, which is needed in order to make colored dye. Should I say is needed to dye cloth different colors. It's an intermediary step. So we'll come back here maybe in the future to get some alum and be able to actually make different colored clothing. Since a lot of the different clothing is locked behind needing different colored dyes. Example, if I look up quickly, the reindeer herder fur coat requires not just the plain cloth, but blue and red. And the red you only get through making alum. And I think blue, yep, also needs alum. Oh, no, blue can work on plain cloth. Can red? No, red needs alum. So, we're going to need to come back and get alum or find it elsewhere if we're ever going to make dyed clothing. But we got our primary objective for today. There's plenty of black coal over here. No, it's brown coal. I know I found black coal somewhere. Doesn't matter. We can find it again. And so now we can go make some blasting charges and get back to finding all of the copper we need. And we're finally back home. The sulfur chunks need to be ground up, so I'm just going to toss a bunch of them into our quern. Yeah, okay, that's going to process on its own. Going to fall down my ladder. And then we'll go use the quern in our house to grind up one batch right now. One or two batches. Remember, if we do 2 chunks, that'll be enough to get us enough blasting powder to make 3 crafts. So might as well just do 2. So that's for sulfur. Toss the rest in here. Grab some of our black coal. And our saltpeter is right here. So if we combine that, and that gets us 12 blasting powder. And if we run back in here, I want to grab, it's 4 per, so I need 15 flax twine. Because we need to turn 3 of these into sheets. And there we go. Now we've got 24 more ore blasting bombs. Don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. Oh well. We can go back out mining. I'm gonna do it off camera, of course. No, I mean, it's fun. I might record a few shots, but yeah, I'm not gonna have you all sit there watch me mine another 100-something ingots worth of iron. Copper, not iron. Copper. In the meantime, we found, well, I bought this. It is a Forlorn Hope stock, and it has the same damage stats as the Steel Falx. It's actually a lower attack tier than the Falx. Same range, same amount of damage, but only like a third of the HP. So that's just gonna be decorative. And on our way back, I found a trader who had woolen leggings and a Gamboy's helmet. We have Gamboy's pants, no Gambison shirt, but now we have a Gamboy's helmet, so we could wear the helmet as opposed to our leather one. It offers a bit more protection and only makes us 3% hungrier and 2% slower. And since we're a hunter, we already have a bit of a speed bonus anyway. Yeah, so it's not that bad. But these wool leggings, they give +3 insulation, whereas the hunter leggings only give us 2 when fully repaired. So we put these on, and it will help us stay just a bit warmer in the winter. So, of course, the winter's winding down, but hey, now we can stay a little warmer year-round. And you can't make wool clothing. Kind of a shame. So the only way to get that is from a trader. But what we can do now is you can run back over to our wooden box, find the snow-covered one that's supposed to be leather, and give him his leather hat. And this should be the Gamboy's leggings? Yeah. So we can, once we get, we can actually make the Gamboy's shirt right now, probably. And then have a full set of Gambison. You know what? Let's do that. Alright, so we need 11 linen sheets. Means we need 44 flax twine for that. There we go. Toss that on quickly, see how it looks. Not bad. Might make the Gambison my standard running around the base clothing instead of the leather. The leather, you don't get any of the slowdown effects. Like leather doesn't encumber you any and doesn't increase your hunger. But the Gamboy's does so little that it's I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference. And it's a tier 2 protection, whereas the leather is tier 1, so it offers better protection. And you can't even tell what it looks like right now because of the snow. On that note, I think we're going to call it an end here for today. Like I said, I'm going to go out blasting for more copper. And I found some silver deposits, so we're going to blast that too. And next episode, we're going to finish this building, make it look nice. And if I can find the correct wood I want to use, we're going to go make that armoire in our bedroom, which is where I have the 2 chests stacked. I'm going to turn that into no more. Till then, thank you for joining me today. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Later.